Hey guys, hope everyone is good. Hope everyone's had a good January so far. Good start to 2022. I did, certainly indeed. And yeah, so from my last video I posted a repost of Nat's video and everyone's bullshit that they want to post and this, that and the other. Let me just say one thing, the foreign exchange industry, education industry is probably one of the most toxic places on earth to do business in. Why? Because there's so many scams, winners, losers. Well, 99.9% losers. It's a very, very, very hard thing to master because it's not just about charts. It's not just about, your wins and your losses. There's so many different dynamics to the game. It's a journey of self-development and meeting many, many different sides of your own personality. I started 9 years ago now. I worked, I got my engineering degree, electrical engineering, and I was quite switched on from a young age when I started to really figure out how the world works. And the reality isn't really what you expected it to be. And you start to dig deep into these rabbit holes. And that was the turning point for me, that, I can't be 50 years on trying to work for a pension and banking system, which is a full scam. And life's a scam in general, unless you figure out the matrix and, make your own path and start to work on yourself. And the foreign exchange industry has been a great tool for self-development and so forth. And I'm sure you guys know that yourself, that you meet many inner demons. And a lot of people like to play victim when things don't go their way in life, or, they lose or they're not good enough. And I'll get back into this in a second. But look, all of this going back and forth with people online, I have my little banter here and there. I've got no anger inside me whatsoever. So some of my posts might come across sometimes as like, oh my God, this guy's a bit nuts or whatever it may be. But to be honest, guys, I'm fucking happy with life and where I've came from. So this video, I'm just going to clear up a few things from my own personal perspective, and all of this bullshit that's been going on in the past few days, and people doing this and posting this, that, whatever it may be. I am a busy person. I post online a lot. My brain works fucking 1,000 miles an hour. My thumbs work even faster. So I can do that. My life isn't orientated on what's on Instagram or social media. I would say it's only like 40% of what I do, and people don't even know what I do. You know what I do from a standpoint of business-wise, chart-wise, etc., etc. But the real things that go on behind the scenes, there's many other private things that I do as well. So there's been a bit of drama back and forth and all these people, and I didn't even read all of these people's comments. There's always back and forth and people have their opinions. You know what? I never comment on anybody's shit. I don't go around looking at anybody else's profiles in this game. And I can say that from the bottom of my heart, like super honestly, I don't give a fuck. Now, a lot of people would like to come to my post or the last video. All right? I'm fucking 31 next month. You got motherfuckers out here doing IG lives, playing victim, still at 34, 35 years old. You understand? You got these people who are angry because they can't trade and they haven't made it. And they want to come and call you a scam for giving them a nice platform. But because they can't master themselves or their own emotions, they don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to look in the fucking mirror. What they want to do is blame you for something that they can't do. It's not your arena, buddy. I'm so sorry. The statistics are so small. It took me many, many years. And I'm still not a master at the game, but I will get there in the next 2 years. My psychology is fully on point. My technicals, my fundamental knowledge of the game is on point. My awareness of the world is growing, and it's been growing rapidly. And, I post many variables, and I have many people who I meet around the world who message me, who I've helped them on their journey. Now, let me just start from the basic bottom. Right. Unlike every other motherfucker that's came to me and came to Nat to learn or work with us, have a stable family. They might not be the richest family in the world, doesn't really matter. But they still have a mother and a father. Yeah? I came from the fucking bottom, mate. The fucking bottom. Now, my family, my mum worked hard for me to sacrifice her life to get me out of where I was. Or I would be a completely different person on a completely different path. I made it my responsibility to say, and I'm still not fully there yet, because I still need to hook other people up in my family, but they don't understand the process of like, you know, they see you being successful and doing this, that, and the other, but it comes with a lot of fucking stress, mate. And sometimes not a lot of people are there to say, oh, how are you, this, that, and the other, when you're a provider of everybody around you. And I've had to make big sacrifices in my family to work on my business and go for the bigger picture. And it's sometimes in those degrees of life, people around you don't understand what you do, and you have to sacrifice time away from people to actually say, okay, you know what, short term, medium term, long term, this is all going to work out. Now, I'm probably the only one person that I know that, you know, my mum helped me, and I tried to help. I paid my mum's house off when I was 27. My mum's now retired from the NHS, okay, because she's aware of all the bullshit that's going on. I've got a very aware family. So that's two major things that many people would aspire to do. I've already boxed that off. I've already made meals, I've spent meals, I've fucking traveled the world, you know, and now I'm settling down for the bigger goals and the bigger picture where I want to be in the next 4 years. So a lot of that I keep private, and you can't judge somebody just as to what you see on social media. And I mean, like, if you can take my posts for one thing, but you meet me in person, I do the opposite. I act like a cunt online sometimes, but I'm a nice person to your face. People act the nicest guy online, but they're really fucking dirty-hearted bastards. So listen, all of this, I don't even like mentioning these motherfuckers' names. This Tory shit, this Bernie shit, this, that, and the other. Name one person that hasn't come to me in that as a scrounger or a 9-to-5 little bitch, yeah, with no hope, and now they've gone on to be successful. Why? Because what they've learned from us. I'm not saying we're the masters in the world, no way. But me and Nat, what I'm saying to you, you get this principle. I've had no one in my family teach me anything about finance, education, this, that, and the other. I've had to do it all myself, mate. I've had for some fucking lonely ass fucking times, lonely ass years, cutting out all the bad shit to get to where I want to be right now. With no backing, no money behind me, bro. No nothing, and that's the same. And we worked together, and we carried on, and we stuck through all of the bad times, the wins, the losses, and the loyalty was always there. Now, people came to us. Let's say this Tory guy. I'm not, you know, he's out here, like, you cross the line when you start to mention people's family members. Do I come online and go, hey, you Turkish bastard, with your dirty ass bastard family, this, that, and the other? No, I don't. Do I say, hey, Bernie, you've only just come off your dad's payroll, bruv, and you're 34 years old? Do I say, hey, Bernie, I'm going to now post online how you cheat on your missus every fucking weekend, especially when she's pregnant? No, I don't do that shit. Do I say, hey, Tory, your missus gets drilled out for the bag every weekend without you knowing? No, I don't. So you've crossed the line personally, and bro, your time is ticking, and you guys will see, he won't be posting his face for a while. But anyway, regards from that, let's separate that. Everyone that came to me was on fucking job payroll. They came to me in that, we helped them, and then they realized how lucrative the game is if you go and start your own thing, and then they want to go and play victim, because I'm the more, between me and Nat's the extrovert, Nat's the pioneer. You know what I'm saying? And Nat will always tell you straight. I'm the more conservative introvert that brings, like, you know, the chart game and whatever, and that's how we combine our skills and energy. And when something happens where, especially when we were all working together at one point, and Nat said all about, you know, in Nat's last video, straight truth, people came in, yeah, who we thought we were friends, who I gave investments to. We got Dylan Shaun Lee, we got Assad, we've got fucking Bernie, we've got Tory. I got them all in on investments and XRP at 17 cents, and you all still fucking owe me for that. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck because I'm way ahead of all of you anyway. We give them business platforms, and all we get back is nothing. Not one thing. Yeah, and we've been very, very relaxed and laid back about it, to be honest with you. They've all had platforms, they've all had blueprints on how the game works. To get the blueprint that me and Nat had from the beginning, we had to go through hard work, sacrifice, loss, this, that, and the other, stress. And then when everyone came in, oh, it was all perfect. Perfect scenario. You understand? Perfect scenario. It's like a nice white sheet. Everyone comes in at the nice right time, learns, gets blessed up. Tory went from fucking broke to fucking million. He could have been tens of mils up right now if we stuck together. But then you get these other little rat bags of a scumbag family like Dylan Sharma came through. Tried to take him away. He says, oh yeah, this is a better idea right now. So he got mugged off again. Took his ideas, fucked him over. Everyone just fucks each other over. And it's only just me and Nat who hasn't fucked each other over yet. In all of the years and all of the ups and downs and people trying to break us apart and this, that, and the other. So with that being said, addressing the situation. My man went on a tangent. You know, this, that, and the other. Guys, I've got about 150 fucking fake profiles working against me. You understand? People are posting fake profiles. And I get a lot of backlash from that. And these lot are raking it as well, because you've seen that. I don't message people asking for investment. You know, it's a fake profile, mate. And people know it's a fake profile, but they still come to me. Everyone wants to try to come out the bag and say something against you when people are attacking you. And that's what we've seen this weekend. All right? Now, with that being said, as I say, I ain't got much time to speak about this nonsense. You say, oh, yeah. I don't understand it. Like, all I did personally to like set this off is someone says something, I repost it and just put a trash can there. That's it. And then that's me done for the second. But these lot go hard. They started going hard, so we took the little shitty business page down, and now they're just going to all kinds of lengths because guess what, guys? That is all they have. You've seen my profile, 280,000 followers go down. Why did it go down? Because I was giving you insights on how the government are fucking you, right? Okay. And they took my profile down. But guess what? If that happens to anybody else, their life goes since then, and my life goes this way. Why? I wonder. Don't worry about that. I don't need Instagram to survive. Everyone else does. So that's why they're going to fight so hard and go to so fucking extremes in order to keep that alive and paint you out as the bad guy and play the victim. I've never played a victim in my life ever since I was born, bro. Right, from where I'm from, I've never played a victim. I never said, oh my God, I'm such, No, I worked myself up. I worked my family up. There was no other option, no way. The universe doesn't like victims. These motherfuckers play victim. And what's gonna, they've drawn their own karma to them. It's already in action, believe me. So anyway, every fucker we had to deal with, or every fucker we fucking helped, has fucked me back. I've always been like, in the sense, I've always been too nice. And you know, when that enforces something against them and you don't like it, they try to fight back in a very unexpected and hateful way, but then try to come online to an audience. And this is what I don't get. You're playing to an audience who you don't know, who are fucking broke and lost themselves, to get little feedback from them. I need to do that. I can delete Instagram today. And I deleted my old Instagram got deleted by the government. But I'm still killing the game. Why is that? I don't need IG, bro. I don't need this bullshit that you need. I don't need to come online and say, oh, this guy did me wrong. I've never done that. Have you ever seen that from me in your life? That someone's done me wrong. And they really have done me wrong, but I've never come online to speak about it. On how deep motherfuckers have done me wrong. No. So anyway, Astro story. Started Astro, ground up. We built a fucking name, a big brand, okay? And we got to levels in London, Mayfair, The Office. Let me speak of The Office for a second as well, because Tori keeps fucking posting this bullshit. Brother, listen. When I lived in London, I hated London, and everybody around me knows I didn't like London. When quarantine happened, it was perfect time for me to leave April. I booked Thailand. I can show you this shit, but I don't need to prove anything to anyone online, because I don't give a fuck about none of you. I booked Thailand, and I wanted to get away from London, because I was living a very mad lifestyle, and I wanted to go and train for 6 months and get my head out of here. I wanted to figure out quarantine, I wanted to figure out this corona shit, and I did in the end, and I figured the whole blueprint out. But unfortunately, guys, I couldn't leave at that specific moment, because all the gyms were closed, and I couldn't get anywhere. Life took me on a small journey, unplanned journey, where I left England with one small little go-yard bag for Nat's birthday. Didn't return. And I built a whole new life in every fucking country, and a whole new life here in Thailand. My whole plan was to come to Thailand. So when these dickheads online are saying I'm running away from something, no, listen. I will come back to England, right? And if you want to, Tori, Bernie, anybody else who you can give it 10 online, but when you get seen, you get fucking hurt, I will happily come back and you say, okay, guys, let's do a live YouTube stream and let's fight. Let's swing it out like they used to do in the old days. Did you think people used to go online in the old days when you got a problem with someone and go, no. I'm coming back in March. I'm coming back in March, April, sorry. 25th of March, I'm going to be back in London. So if you want to, let me know, right? Sorry, low battery. If you want to, let me know. Stop all of you bitching. Stop all of you little fucking whatever. So the reason I said to Nat, I haven't been in the country for a year. Nobody's traveling through quarantine. No one's coming to the office because no one can get into London without vaccinations. So the trading floor went from here to here because not many... Bro, people used to fly in from South Africa. People used to fly in from all corners of the globe. And when people see... you know why Tori and Bernie fucked off to do their own thing and snaked us behind our back? It's because they've seen how fast we were going. These motherfuckers have meetings, Tori, Bernie, Dylan, and say, okay, how can we do our own thing now? Because we see these guys are smashing it. We're only getting like a... I wouldn't even say small portion. They've got big portions anyway, well, Tori did. But obviously, you know the mentality. Let's go do this ourselves. Let's go away, play a victim, so I get the people on my side. That is a pussy-ass move. That is the biggest pussy move that you can ever play. And they're playing pussy moves again. Bernie, bro, you're 34 years old, bro. If you want, email me. You didn't reply to my message that I sent you. You threatened me and threatened that. Then the response, you went online to try to play the big guy and the victim. This is what these guys, this is how the real fake people do, bro. You know, and hopefully, you know, I have my audience. I don't even care about an Instagram audience, bro. You're all doing it for the Instagram audience. Take me off all social media on everything, and I'll see you in a few years, and see where you're at now. See where you are at then, because you'll still be in the same spot. Shitty ass education game, doing fuck all, thinking you're a big man, and all of that jazz. 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. So, yeah. So to address one office situation. You all know about these rats anyway. We don't need to talk about these rats no more. You know, office situation. I said to Nat 2 months ago, he goes, when I moved to Bangkok and I set up all my shit here in Singapore, I said, Nat, I'm not coming back. I'm going to be here long term for at least 3 years until I get my shit sorted. I've got all my deals going on in Asia. He goes, okay, cool, you know what? Because I said to him, look, we've done London. Completed London, bro. Completed London. We got to the top of the top. Completed London. And then I think he's going to America. We were looking at going to Texas together anyway. We were in Texas and Dallas before I came here. I said to him, look, I've got set up here now. And, you know, when you actually make large sums of money from what you do, there's things you have to do to obviously avoid tax in a very, very legal and lawful manner. But these motherfuckers don't even know it. You post in FCA links, yeah? Let me address the FCA link thing. I had about now Ezra Capital. I'm shadow banned on this account for the stuff you used to post on my old account. I had so many fake profiles on Facebook, so many fake, and me and that as well. And all of these people are on fucking job every day, and you guys know this, they're on job every day, robbing people's money. The FCA came, these two little peasants came, because the FCA, they send people who are just on minimum wage. This makes sense in a moment. These people come in, and we address, we can't do anything about it, mate. It's social media. You understand? People are taking people's money off there, blocking them, creating love stories. We posted this for jokes, but then they came because of this. They came to us because of the fake profiles and says, okay, what's going on? We addressed it. We gave all the business operations to them. And basically what happened then is, imagine two little FCA guys coming to your office in London when you're 49 Grosvenor Road at the age of like 29, 30. Yeah, you've gone to the top of the retail game. You've got supercars outside and you're just living for banter. And these motherfuckers work in the financial industry on 17K a year, maybe 25K a year, coming in to question you. You give them the full reason. We're actually compliant with the FCA. If we weren't compliant or did something wrong, AstroFX would get a big fine and the company would be shut down, and me and Nat will be band directors. We'll be band directors just like Asad Sadiq is a band director on Kryptonary. He's a band director. Go fucking Google him. But we're not. We pay fucking VAT every single month. Overheads every single month. But we got rid of the office as personal choices because we're not. I planned Thailand 18 months ago. So fuck off with your comments. I don't give a shit what anybody on fucking social says about me. You're all fucking broke little bitches, and we'll see in the end. We'll see. Not even in the end, bro. Very soon, man. Completely the retail sector, completely the retail arena. And a lot of you are pissed because the program we had, we got into the inside knowledge of some of the biggest brokers in London. They told us how the broker system works. They showed us when you put money in a broker, guys, the money doesn't even get funded into your account. You don't even know this. How do you think brokers make so much money? It gets put aside. It gets put aside. I'm not even going to say much more about that situation because you don't even deserve to know that. But we found out we got sponsored by big people, very big people, because of our platform we had. And we give people money to trade, contracts. If you ever sign a contract to moan about it and you don't perform within that contract space, don't blame other people for it. Don't play victim again. And that's all what you motherfuckers are doing. You're playing victim because you are shit at trading. When there's a small portion of people who came with Astro, learned from Astro, traded with Astro, came to the office and are successful. But you fucking bitches, this is why I hate dealing with all of these little scum now. That's why I'm only dealing with the upper realm. I've tried to help you poor ass people, your poor mentality. It doesn't matter about money, not about that. Don't say that wrong, but poor mentality people. I'm sick of you lot, man. And I fucking hate it. That's why I said to Nat, you know what, man? I'm sick of all of this drama. So that's why the office went. So do not say this BS. And you can't even say about, we killed Mayfair, bro. These motherfuckers talking about offices. They've never had an office in their life. They still live in fucking crusty ass yards, bro. So anyway, she's addressing one or two situations, but we'll see what happens from here onward. I can't wait. But anyway, that's it. I don't need to go back and forth with these bitches because this one guy will portray one thing to you online, but in your DMs or face to face, he'll be shaking. He'll shake and do whatever. So they're just trying the hardest right now, as everyone else does, to try to get people online on their side and you know, let the business survive. But you guys seen, like, I'm probably the only one in the game. Profile went down, my life went up. So take that away from everybody else. You know what happened, mate. There's when Tory got fucked over, he had no money left. My man was selling his watches, all his kind of that fuck knows, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if his fucking mum took out like mortgages just to keep him afloat. You won't see any of that over here, mate. You won't see any of that over here. But yeah, anyway, motherfucker crossed the line. He mentioned my son's name. you'll see what happens to this kid right now. It's really, really bad. It's gonna be really bad. I don't give two fucks about it. So yeah, that's it, guys. The story. Astro killed it. Office is gone because we're moving out of the country. I moved fucking in London. Planned all of this all along. You guys know. Let these guys cry wolf. Bernie, I'll never be you at 34, 35 years old. Online, chatting waffles. What else do I need to address? That's about it, really. Victims get nowhere. We'll see what happens in the next few months, next few days, next few weeks. And we continue the show from there. So anyway, I got shit to do now. I'm going back upstairs to go review this apartment in a day. February is my birthday month. And yeah, man, all your comments are just toxic. I don't give a fuck about reading that. I don't want that shit in my head. If you got a problem, zip your mouth. Or go and deal with a person directly off social media. Or if you've got so much of a problem with them, so okay, you go train for 2 months, I train for 2 months, let's swing it out, and then we leave it from that. 2022, 2021, breeding absolute bitches. But again, just last note, who have you seen come to me and Nat who is now broke or a bum? Let me leave you with that. Nobody. They've all got their own shit going on. Why? They were broke and bums before, but now they're not afterwards. Smart people, put it together, mate. Put it together.